Hi, I'm Sophie. I'm the founder of The Feminine Edge, which is a methodology, a movement, and a community of female leaders who are rising on their terms, creating impact in the world whilst living a life that they love and feel proud of. And today I'm going to talk about how to go from people pleasing to actually growing and creating a movement, standing up as a leader when you are sensitive to what people think and when you care about what people think. And people do say that in order to be at the top of your game, to be a leader in your industry, to be visible, to be able to speak from the heart and truly back what you're saying without allowing other people's opinions to dampen those beliefs and that voice that you have, then it is hard when you really care. And whilst on one hand, I can see that it's probably faster to get famous by caring less about what people think, by showing up fully and not having those little voices in the back of your head about all those people over there and your attention immediately going to them when you get into a situation like that. However, the first thing I want to anchor in you is that sensitivity is a really beautiful thing. And what it actually means is, firstly, you are very intuitive, which is a gift. And secondly, that you can actually create something in people. You can make them feel something. And as a little bonus here, you are most likely incredible at manifesting the art of knowing. You know that you can create what you truly want. And this is because the same reason that you shame yourself for being sensitive, because you are, in fact, incredibly intuitive and creative. The second thing is caring about what people think has become a dirty term, hasn't it? When actually, it's such a wonderful thing. And again, it's why you are who you are. It's why you lead in the way that you do. It's why you are actually sitting here watching this video, trying to create more because you want to have an impact. You want to lead with purpose. You want to lie on your deathbed and think, yes, I made a really good go of that. I'm so proud of what I created. This is only a good thing. We need more people who have open hearts, who are able to create from a place of love instead of trauma, because those traumas that control, as much as sometimes we need these things in society in order to function, they aren't things that were necessarily decided for the good of the human, for the intuitive person, for the heart. This is why, another story for another day, a lot of business models, bigger businesses, aren't working anymore because they are creating burnout because of the conformity bond. So we've established that it is a wonderful thing that you are both intuitive and you have a big heart and you care so deeply. And there are ways that you can strengthen your foundations and you can move faster in terms of creating visibility, creating content, and information for people to connect with about what you do, not only to tell people and grow your business and market yourself, but also to create impact, really, because the more that you shy away, the more the world is missing out on your genius, of your perspective, and the way that you make people feel. So, to create that really strong inner foundation within you, there are several things to look at. The number one thing is your nervous system, is to really regulate. So if you learn how to regulate your body, then you're going to feel a lot more stable, a lot less reactive, and your attention will be more in yourself than what they over there are thinking. So really regulating regularly is really, really important. So finding ways to ground yourself, finding ways to calm your body, making sure you're not overstimulated. If you're someone who is sensitive, then phones, TVs, even, a lot of audiobooks and podcasts and things like that, they are going to crowd your system. So choose wisely when you do listen to them and also allow yourself to have that space from them. So the most effective way to regulate both your body, your mind, and your subconscious and open up your ability to tap more deeply into your intuition and create through the art of knowing is breath work. It's absolutely amazing for this. And it will start to bring those subconscious blocks to the conscious so that you can do something with them and change them. And alongside, there is that inner belief system work to do. So breathwork is so helpful, but actually being able to channel that into creating new patterns of being able to have a much more positive mindset, a growth mindset that helps you move forward much more easily, that enables you to stand up in rooms of 10, then 50, then 100, then 1,000 fast and actually keep up with that growth you see outside yourself is through the nervous system and very much influenced by the subconscious. So doing the work on your subconscious. Journaling can be a really, really great way to start with this. Just start to literally write, ask yourself questions, look at gratitude. That's such an important tool within regulation as well. And it helps you become present so, so quickly. And the next thing is to really deeply connect with your purpose. You may already know your purpose, but I just want to be quite clear here that this is the why that drives everything in your life. So the likelihood is you are already connected to your purpose, but it's just not defined in your mind yet. So I hear people saying that they feel purpose when they get things done, or they feel purpose when actually it's something they're really passionate about. And again, purpose really feeds into your passions, and your passions can equally fuel your purpose. However, finding your deeper why is really, really important. But also, just to caveat this, not giving yourself a really hard time about needing to find it, because the more you force, the more you can create a block or actually just stress yourself out more, which we do not want. So a way to start finding your purpose is just to look back over your life and think about the ways you've always been motivated, maybe the things that drive passion in you, and just allow that space to come. Don't overcomplicate it. You don't have to be saving lives here. All you're trying to do is make people's lives that you touch that little bit better, this world a safer place for people like you. So I'll give you an example around how I connected to my purpose. My purpose is very much about women feeling that they can be themselves, finding safety in their body and feeling empowered in who they already are. Breathwork was something where I started really feeling this in myself, and I pursued it, and I thought, well, breathwork isn't my purpose, but I'm incredibly passionate about it. And it's something that has stayed as a through line for me throughout this business. It is something I'm just so, so passionate about people doing more of. I really, really believe in it. But breathwork in itself, teaching people to breathe properly, that in isolation is not my purpose. But breathwork is a way of me connecting to my purpose and expressing my purpose as well. And when I was able to get clarity on that deeper desire to enable women to feel comfortable and confident and empowered in who they already are, I looked back and I could see that that's how my sister and I were really motivated in our last business. That's where I really loved working with teams when I was in the corporate world. That's why I love sitting with my friends and finding solutions for them or ways of them feeling better about themselves, because I see them and I want them to see themselves and who they are. So finding your purpose, your deeper why. It's also really informed my mothering as well, my parenting, because if I'm doing something that stops my kids being who they are, as long as they're still safe and healthy, I have to put that above that when it comes to children. It really helps me move forward. Does this or this help them? Okay, we'll go with this. It's such a helpful compass. It's motivating, and it's also a comfort. So being someone who is intuitive, who has an open heart, it is so important to start with those two things: deep regulation and nervous system recalibration, rewiring your belief system to reflect these wonderful things about you and continue to anchor those things. And secondly, to really understand what your purpose is and allow yourself to live by it.